All right, what's happening? We are back with the second half of De Bello Gallico, Book 4, chapter 25. And so, leading up to this, if you remember, we have some ship issues with regard to Caesar's fleet. So he does a few things. He moves them around and whatnot. And now the attack is about to start, but we've got an issue, and that's with this Ablative Absolute here. And Nostris Melitibus, you know something special when he actually has something with Nostris. Oh, that's just a hot mess. And with our soldiers, alright, Cunctantibus delaying. NSNT, present active participle. Propter, it's going to be on account of the Maxime is greatly or especially. On account of, and then Propter takes the accusative. We got the altitudinem, the depth. Maris, genitive of the sea. So with our soldiers delaying because of the depth of the sea, I'm going to take the qui as he who. He who was. Alright, carrying the eagle of the 10th Legion. He who doing this, having, and this is obtestatus is deponent, so it's a perfect opponent participle. Having beseeched the gods, having prayed to the gods. Alright, not two, but we're going to go with that. That erase the situation. Alright. Turn out happily or luckily for the Legion. And this is going to be indirect command. Alright, so we've got the eagle bearer, the Aquilifer, and the eagle is very important. If you surrender the eagle, you lose the battle, and it's very, very important to the Romans. If you have ever seen the movie Glory, there's a scene before the final charge where they talk about the flag. Matthew Broderick, he's the captain, and he asks, who's going to carry the flag? Person says, I will, and if he falls, who will pick it up? And the flag is very significant, and it leads the charge. And if you get a moment, I'm going to say it's about 10 to 15 minutes long, the clip is, from, you know, that scene where somebody takes the flag to the end of the battle. It's worth it, and it gives you some idea of the importance of the flag to the military. The Romans had that same, if not greater importance, put that on the flag. So the Aquilifer, he says, Decilitate, jump, soldiers. Nisi, unless Wolus y'all want. Protere, to disgrace the flag. Or not the flag, or to disgrace Aquilum, the eagle. And some translations will say betray to the enemy. Ego, I. Certe certainly Praestatero will perform, will carry out Mea Moficia, my duty for the Republic and general. So he's going to do it for Rome, and he's going to do it for Caesar. All right, cum clause of the pluperfect subjunctive. When he had said this, with a great voice, a powerful voice, proyecit, he threw himself. All right, from the ship. All right, so it's not like he's just like kind of getting into the water. If you remember, this water was deep. It was about chest high, and these guys are carrying a lot of equipment, and if it gets wet, it gets heavier. So he doesn't just, dip his toe in or slowly hop in. Like, he's throwing himself, meaning he is getting after it. He is aggressively going after the enemy. And coepit, he began Fere to bring the eagle in hostes against the enemy. Very powerful, very motivating. And we're going to see that now. And back to the missing the weary or milites. Tuum, them. Our men are our soldiers. Cohortati is a perfect opponent participle. Our men, having encouraged interse each other, purpose so that such a disgrace, dedica, such a shame. Nay, this is going to negate the ad materator. Was not, so such a disgrace was not allowed. They jumped, desiluerant, universi altogether from the ship. Etam likewise. When, and this is going to be your nominative. All right, first or nearest. When the closest, nearest had seen these things, hosts ex promis nobis, from the closest ships, having followed subsecuti, having followed, they approached the enemy. So the Aquilifer, the unnamed guy here, the eagle bearer, he leads by example. He's saying, hey, we ain't doing this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to rock, this eagle. I'm going to take it against the enemy. He goes and he launches himself. He's like, let's do this. And so his people do the same thing. And they're like, yeah, let's do this. And then the nearest ships, they see this and say, hey, they're doing it. Let's do this. And so This is a great example of what virtus is: virtue, manliness, courage, and and Caesar uses this point for a reason, to show, what courage is like, even, when all these people are cunctantibus, or even when they're hesitating or delaying, which to a certain degree is understandable. It's a great story, and it's a great example of what a Roman soldier should be, and how you can influence the battle even if you don't have a weapon. All right, so 425 right there. We'll keep it going with 426 on the